My child, you are now out for me, and you should hear this message for about 12 minutes, for I am revealing everything in detail to you now. My child, I know you might be thinking that you are out of my kingdom, and that I am abandoning you, but let me assure you, you are not out of my kingdom, but out of the bad season that you were suffering from for so long. You are walking into a dawn that your soul has longed for but could not yet see. The shadows you felt around you were not a sign of my departure. They were the fading of what could not walk into your new day. For I, the Lord your God, have never withdrawn my hand from your life. Even in silence I have been moving mountains you could not see, breaking chains you could not name, and guarding your heart when the world tried to crush it. I saw your tears, every single one of them. They were not lost. They were collected, every drop, within the folds of eternity, and they speak louder in heaven than any words you have spoken on earth. You thought your prayers fell into the void, but I tell you now they fell into my heart. I have heard the groaning that had no words, the sighs that came in the night, the weary questions that echoed through your soul. Where are you, Lord? I was there, my child. I was the one keeping your heart beating through those nights when you thought you could not rise again. The season you just came out of was not meant to destroy you, though it felt like destruction. It was meant to refine you, to strip away the false voices, the counterfeit comforts, the illusions that promised peace but brought emptiness. I allowed the shaking not because I was angry with you, but because I wanted to establish you upon something that could never be taken away. You wondered why doors closed, why people left, why dreams crumbled. You thought I had turned against you. But no, my beloved, I was protecting you. You prayed for blessings, but I had to first remove what would have poisoned those blessings. I had to take you through a valley so that when I lifted you up, your eyes would be fixed not on the gift but on the giver. Do you remember when you cried and said, Lord, I just want to know you? I took those words seriously. To know me, you had to walk through paths that revealed who I truly am, not the God of comfort alone, but the God of transformation, the God of deep love, the God who walks with his children through fire and brings them out unburned. You are not forsaken. You are chosen for something greater. You have been in a hidden season. I hid you, not because you were forgotten, but because you were being formed. I placed you away from the noise so that my voice could become the loudest one in your life. I have been building strength in you that no trial can steal. I have been preparing your spirit to stand in a time when many will fall away. You are not behind. You are being positioned. My child, the battles you faced were not random. The enemy fought you fiercely because he saw the mantle I placed upon you. He tried to silence you, to make you believe that your voice no longer mattered. But the very area of your deepest struggle is the area of your greatest calling. The pain was not pointless. It was prophecy. Every tear was watering a seed that is now about to break forth. You have been misunderstood by many, but that too was part of my plan. I separated you so that you would learn that your identity does not depend on the approval of man. I have been teaching you to hear my whisper above the crowd's roar. Soon you will realize why I allowed certain people to walk away. Because not all can go where I am taking you. Not all were sent to handle the light that is rising in you. You are entering a time of divine restoration. What was lost will not return as it was. It will return refined, multiplied, and purified. The doors that open now will be different. They will not lead to confusion or exhaustion, but to peace and purpose. I am setting your steps in alignment with destiny. The things that used to drain you will no longer have power over you, for I have strengthened your spirit to discern truth from distraction. You asked me why it had to be this way. Because, my child, the weight of your purpose required a depth of trust that could only be built in the dark. I could not let your calling be shallow. I needed it to be anchored in me alone. I needed you to know that even when everything is stripped away, I remain enough. And now, you know that. The days ahead will not be without challenge, but you will see them differently. You will walk with the wisdom of one who has already tasted deliverance. You will no longer panic in storms because you will remember how I brought you through the last one. Faith will rise naturally within you. It will not be forced, because it has become who you are. I am placing a new anointing upon you. It will not come with noise or show, but with quiet authority. When you speak, chains will break, not because of eloquence, but because of the purity of your heart. When you pray, heaven will respond, because your prayers are now born from surrender, not striving. You will carry peace that shifts atmospheres. My Spirit will guide you into decisions you will not fully understand at first, but later you will see the divine pattern. Be patient with my timing. I am not slow, I am precise. Every delay has been a setup for perfect alignment. When it happens, it will happen suddenly, but you will know it was years in the making. You are my child, not by accident, not by chance, but by eternal design. Before the foundation of the world, I saw you. I saw every moment of your life, every choice, every tear, every victory. I saw the very day you would read these words, and I ordained this moment so that you would know that I have not forgotten you. Do not dwell on what you lost. The past is closed, but the lessons remain. What lies ahead is greater than what you have left behind. I am redeeming the years that the locusts have eaten. I am breathing new life into dreams you buried. You thought certain doors were sealed forever, but I am the God who holds the keys of David. What I open, no one can shut. You will feel me in ways you never have before. I will speak to you in the quiet morning, through the wind, through scripture, through unexpected kindness, through the peace that comes when you stop trying to control everything. You will sense my nearness not as a visitor but as a companion. I have always been here, but now your spirit will perceive me clearly. The voice of shame that once whispered you failed will be silenced. For I declare over you, you are not a failure. You are a testimony. The enemy wanted to write your story with despair, but I have rewritten it with destiny. What was once your greatest weakness will become your greatest witness. You will comfort others with the same comfort I have poured upon you. You will no longer chase validation, for you will walk knowing you are already chosen. You will no longer beg for peace, for you will realize peace has been living inside you all along. It was me. I am not far. I am within you. I am your courage, your calm, your clarity. When you speak, it will not just be your voice, but mine flowing through you. There will come moments when you feel small again, when doubt tries to return. But remember this: every time darkness comes, it only comes to remind you that light is present. The night no longer has authority over you because you have learned how to carry dawn inside your soul. My plans for you have not changed. Every promise still stands. I am not a man that I should lie, nor a son of man that I should change my mind. The promise I gave you in the beginning still lives, even if you thought it died. What I spoke will come to pass, though not in the way you imagined. It will come better, purer, truer. You will soon understand why you had to wait, why things took the shape they did, why people you loved could not stay. I am weaving a tapestry you cannot yet see the full picture of, but when you look back, you will marvel at how everything worked together for good. I am restoring your joy. It will not be shallow laughter. It will be deep, sacred joy, the kind that survives every circumstance. You will wake up with gratitude again. You will find beauty in small things. You will sing again, not out of duty, but out of overflow. My favor will follow you quietly. It will open opportunities without effort, bring provision without striving. You will see doors opened by grace, not by hustle. When others wonder how it happened, you will simply know it was the Lord.
Thank you for watching. If this message brought you peace, please consider supporting the channel via the QR code or the link in the description. May God bless you.
Be careful to guard your heart in the coming days. Not everyone will understand what I am doing in you. Some will question, some will doubt, but keep your eyes on me. You do not need to explain the process. The fruit will speak for itself. Stay humble, stay kind, stay rooted in love. Your greatest weapon is not your strength, but your surrender. Keep your hands open. Let me fill them and empty them as I choose. Trust that I will never take something from you without giving you something greater in return. You are stepping into a time of divine reversal. Where there was loss, there will be gain. Where there was silence, there will be song. Where there was mourning, there will be dancing. The pain that once defined you will become the platform of your praise. I am preparing people who will walk with you in the next chapter, hearts that align with yours, relationships that bring peace and purpose. Do not fear new beginnings. They are my gift to you. The past connections that broke you taught you discernment. Now you will recognize those I send. My child, do not rush. Rest in me. The world values speed, but I value depth. What I am building in you must last generations. You are not just living for yourself. You are building legacy. Every act of obedience, every moment of faith is shaping something eternal. The time will come when you will look back and say, "Now I understand." But for now, walk in trust. The unknown is not your enemy, it is my canvas. Each step you take with faith paints a stroke of destiny. Remember, nothing you have endured is wasted. Every season served a purpose. Even your mistakes have been woven into my mercy. What the enemy meant for evil, I have turned for good. You are not disqualified. You are refined. You are not forgotten. You are favored. I delight in you, my child. I take joy in your growth, in your courage, in your heart that still seeks me after everything. You are the one who stayed when others left, the one who kept believing when it made no sense. Heaven honors that. My child, be grateful in every season. When you wake and your body moves, give thanks, for there are many who long for that motion. When you eat, remember the seed that grew, the rain that fell, the hands that harvested, and the grace that provided. When you walk under the sun or stand beneath the rain, know that both are gifts, one to warm and one to cleanse. The grateful heart does not wait for perfect days. It rejoices because it knows every day is held by a perfect God. The world will teach you to chase what you do not yet have, to measure your worth by possessions, by recognition, by achievement. But I, your Father, tell you this: everything you truly need, I have already given. Look again at your life, not through the lens of comparison, but through the lens of wonder. See how I have carried you through storms, how I have provided when you thought there was no way, how I have protected you from what you did not even know was near. Gratitude opens your eyes to the miracles already surrounding you. Be grateful not only for what I give, but also for what I withhold. There are doors I closed because I saw what you could not. There are people I removed because their presence would have hindered your growth. There are dreams I delayed because your roots needed to go deeper first. Give thanks, for my no was not rejection but protection. My wait was not punishment but preparation. Gratitude transforms confusion into peace when you trust that my hand is behind every turn. You ask me sometimes, "Lord, why should I be thankful when I have so little?" And I say to you, because little with me becomes much. Remember the boy with 5 loaves and 2 fish. His offering seemed small, but his gratitude multiplied it into abundance. When you thank me for the little, you make room for the much. A grateful heart is a fertile ground for miracles. There will be days when you do not feel thankful. On those days, thank me anyway. Gratitude is not always a feeling. It is a choice. It is an act of defiance against despair. When you say thank you while your heart is heavy, you are reminding your soul of who I am. You are declaring that your circumstances do not define my goodness. And when you do that, my peace will guard your heart and mind, for you have chosen truth over emotion. Gratitude will guard you from pride. When you remember that every blessing is from me, you will walk humbly. You will not boast in your own strength, but in my grace. Gratitude reminds you that even your ability to breathe, to work, to love, to create, all of it flows from me. And when you walk humbly, I can lift you higher, for I exalt the humble but resist the proud. My child, the path of righteousness is not always easy, but it is always blessed. It is the path where my presence walks beside you. As long as your heart seeks truth, as long as you choose love over hate, mercy over revenge, and faith over fear, you are walking with me. The righteous path is not one of perfection, but of pursuit. Pursuit of my heart, pursuit of my ways. And when you stumble, my grace catches you. When you walk in righteousness, even the shadows cannot harm you, for I am your light. I go before you to prepare the way. I walk beside you to steady your steps, and I follow behind to guard you. I surround you with favor as with a shield. As long as you remain in me, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Be grateful for this path, for it leads to peace. The world's road promises pleasure but ends in emptiness. My way sometimes asks for sacrifice but ends in joy. Every step you take toward righteousness strengthens your soul and brings you closer to the fullness of life I created you for. Gratitude keeps you steady on this road. It keeps your heart soft when trials come. It reminds you that I am not a distant judge, but a loving father who delights to walk with his child. When you thank me, you are acknowledging that I am Lord not just of your blessings, but of your battles. You are saying, even here, even now I trust you. That trust allows me to move freely in your life. It breaks the chains of fear, the weight of worry, and the grip of doubt. Gratitude creates space for miracles because it shows that you already believe. Do you remember the 10 lepers I healed? All were cleansed, yet only one returned to give thanks. To him I said, your faith has made you whole. Gratitude completed what healing began. It did not just restore his body, it restored his soul. So too will gratitude make you whole. It will not only change your circumstances, it will change you. The righteous heart is a grateful heart. When you walk uprightly, you do not forget the source of your blessings. You look at all you have, not as something earned, but as something entrusted. And when you live like that, your life itself becomes a prayer of thanksgiving. I am with you, my child, not because you are perfect, but because you are mine. My presence does not depend on your performance. It rests upon my promise. When you walk in righteousness, you walk in alignment with me. You begin to see that even discipline is love, even delay is mercy. Gratitude flows easily when you know that everything I allow has purpose. You may sometimes feel alone on this narrow path, but know this, I walk with every step you take. The righteous never walk unseen. I am in your silence, your laughter, your pain, your growth. I am teaching you to trust that my nearness is not proven by ease, but by endurance. When you keep walking, even when it's hard, that's faith. And where faith stands, I stand too. Be grateful for the small lights I give along the way, the unexpected kindness, the word in season, the strength to keep going when you thought you couldn't. These are signs that I am near. I will never leave you nor forsake you. The righteous may fall 7 times, but they rise again, for my hand lifts them. Let gratitude be your language. Speak it when you wake. Whisper it when you lie down. Teach your heart to say, thank you, Lord, not just for what is seen, but for what is unseen. Thank me for what I have done, and thank me in advance for what I will do. Gratitude opens the future before you with hope. The thankful soul cannot be shaken easily. When fear comes knocking, gratitude answers the door with faith. When sorrow tries to settle, gratitude reminds you of past deliverance. When uncertainty clouds your path, gratitude lifts your head and says, He has never failed me yet. My child, if you keep gratitude alive in your heart, you will never lose your way. It will be the compass that points you back to me when confusion arises. It will keep you humble when blessings increase. It will guard your joy when trials come. It will make your spirit strong when the world grows cold. Be grateful for the people I send, and grateful when I call you to release them. Each person who enters or exits your life carries purpose. Some are sent to teach, others to refine, others to bless. Thank me for them all, for gratitude sanctifies every relationship. Be grateful for growth. Even pain is a teacher. Every struggle has shaped you into who you are becoming. Give thanks for the tears, for they watered your compassion. Give thanks for the waiting, for it built your patience. Give thanks for the unanswered prayers, for they protected you from what was not yet ready. Gratitude will make you radiant. The light of thanksgiving cannot be hidden. People will see peace in your eyes and not understand, but it will draw them to me. You will become a living testimony that righteousness and gratitude bring joy the world cannot take away. My child, I long for you to live in constant awareness of my goodness, not just in the great miracles, but in the gentle mercies that fill each day. When you open your eyes in the morning, that is grace. When you find laughter after sorrow, that is grace. When your heart still believes after disappointment, that is grace. Gratitude opens your eyes to grace upon grace. Never let the noise of the world silence your thankfulness. They will try to make you believe that joy depends on possessions or applause. But true joy is found in me. The grateful heart finds riches in simplicity and strength in surrender. It finds my presence in stillness, my wisdom in quiet moments, my love in every breath. And as long as you walk in righteousness, you will never walk alone. Even when you cannot see me, I am there. Even when you stumble, my hand is ready to lift you. My love does not waver when you fall. It steadies you so that you can rise again. Walk in righteousness not out of fear of punishment, but out of love for me. For love fulfills the law, and gratitude fuels love. In the end, my child, everything returns to gratitude. It began with it when creation sang its first song, and it will end with it when all things are made new. Gratitude is the melody of eternity, and when you give thanks, you are already joining the chorus of heaven. So live with thanksgiving. Let it color your thoughts, shape your words, and guide your steps. Be thankful for every dawn, for every lesson, for every breath. Be thankful for my presence, which never departs. Be thankful, for in gratitude you will find me always near. And remember this always, as long as your heart seeks what is right, as long as your steps pursue truth, I am with you. Not just above you, not just beside you, but within you, breathing through you, guiding you, loving you beyond measure. You are never without me, for I am the very heartbeat of your gratitude, the light upon your path, and the everlasting companion of your soul.